Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Yakshorunmritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss 11th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, the 8th canto, in which there is description of annihilation of demons by Indra. The great son Narad Muni, being very compassionate to the demons who had been killed by the demigods, forbade the demigods to continue killing. Then Sukracharya, by his mystic power, renewed the lives of all the demons. So, because Sukracharya has this mantra, Mrityu Sanjivani mantra, so first 6 verses describe how Indra criticized body. By the supreme grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Hari, all the demigods headed by Indra and Vayu were brought back to life. Being enlivened, the demigods began severely beating the very same demons who had defeated them before. Having been graced by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so in this way this happened. Then 7 to 9 describes Bali Maharaj's reply. In verse 8, it is stated that Tadidam Kalarasanam Jagat Pasyanti Suraya Na Rusyanti Na Sotanti Tatra Juyam Apandita. Bali says to Indra, the demon says to demigod, you are Apandita, you are fool. Seeing the moments of time, those who are cognizant of the real truth neither rejoice nor lament for different circumstances. This is also stated by the Lord in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. Dukeshu anudvignamana sukheshu vigatasva vitaragavaya kodastitadi munuruchate. Therefore, because you are jubilant due to your victory, you should be considered not very learned. The purport Sri Prabhupada Maharaj says, when one is undisturbed by material circumstances, he should be understood to be on the transcendental stage, above the reactions of the 3 modes of material nature. So 10 to 12, these 3 verses describe Bali Maharaj fell down, was killed by Indra. Verse 12 it is stated, when Indra, the defeater of enemies, released his infallible thunderbolts scepter at Bali Maharaj with a desire to kill him, Bali Maharaj indeed fell to the ground of his airplane, like a mountain with its wings cut off. When Bali fell, his friend Jambasura attacked Indra, who then cut off Jambasura's head with his thunderbolt. Then 13 to 26, these 14 verses describe Jambasura, Paka, and Namuchi attacked Indra. When Narad Muni learned that Jambasura had been killed, he informed Jambasura's relatives Namuchi, Bala, and Paka, who then went to the battlefield and attacked the demigods. Indra, king of heaven, severed the heads of Bala and Paka and released the weapon known as Kulisha, the thunderbolt, against Namuchi's shoulder. The thunderbolt, however, returned unsuccessful, and thus Indra became morose. Thunderbolt. The Lord says, Ayudhanam Am Vajra. This is an opulence of the Lord. But it failed. So at that time, an unseen voice came from the sky. The voice declared, a dry or wet weapon cannot kill Namuchi. That is the situation. Hearing this voice, Indra began to think of how Namuchi could be killed. He then thought of a foam. The war was going on at the shore of this milk ocean. So Indra began to think of how Namuchi could be killed. He then thought of foam, which is there in that ocean. There are plenty of foam, which is neither moist nor dry. Using weapon of foam, he was able to kill Namuchi. The Indra and other demigods killed many demons. Then 41 to 45, 5 verses describe how Narad Muni restrained them. At the request of Lord Brahma, Narada went to the demigods and forbade them to kill the demons any longer. All the demigods then returned to their abodes in the heaven. But 46 to 48, these three verses describe how Bali Maharaj became alive, and he will again get victory over the demigods. It will describe in which chapter? That 15 chapter, 15 to 23. These nine chapters describe how Bali got victory over the demigods. Demigods flew away. Anyway, in verse 46 it is stated, following the order of Narad Muni, whatever demons remained on the battlefield took Bali Maharaj, who was in a precarious condition, to the hill known as Astagiri. There Sukracharya was meditating. There, by the touch of Sukracharya's hand, Bali Maharaj regained his senses and consciousness, and those demons whose heads and bodies had not been completely lost were brought back to life by the mystic power of Sukracharya. It is stated by the Lord that Kabina Musana Kavi. Among the intelligent persons is Sukracharya. He is such an intelligent person. He is an opulence of the Lord. Kabina Musana Kavi. So, the last verse says that Bali Maharaj was very experienced in universal affairs. When he regained his senses and memory by the grace of Sukracharya, he could understand everything that had happened. Therefore, although he had been defeated, he didn't lament. It is by the Lord's grace. Whatever happens, that is by the Lord's grace. If we live our life in that way, then we will get liberation. It's stated by Lord Brahma in Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, 14th chapter. Satyanugambam susumikhyamānam bhunjana evatma kutam vipākam pradvāga vapurvi vidasan namaste jiveti jo mukti pada sudaiva. Whatever happens, that is the Lord's grace. Anukampa, Satyanugambha, susamikhyamāna. If we really think it with intelligence, we find that it is the Lord's grace. Bhunjana evatma kutam vipākam. Why we are getting such a difficulty, such misery, such difficulties? Because bhunjana evadma kutam vipakam. By our sinful activities, we are suffering. And in this way, jiveta jamukti pade, in this way, bhunjana evadam hrudvaga bapurvi vidadan namaste. By your mind, by our intelligence, by our body, if we offer prayers to the Lord, offer obeisances to the Lord, so in this way, this is the Lord's grace, we think, and he will be entitled for liberation from this material world. So, in our life, we will find so many difficulties. But each time we'll think this point, that this is the Lord's grace. Whatever happens, that is Lord's grace. The Bali Maharaj was like that. Bali Maharaj got his lesson or got his instructions from Prahlad Maharaj, who is a Mahajana. And Bali Maharaj himself is a Mahajana. It was already described in 6th canto, 3rd chapter, stated by another Mahajana, Jamaraj, and to his followers. So, he is Mahajana. He knows what is what. So, it is very much essential that we should know the Shastra, the scriptures, so that we live our lives accordingly, so that our life will be successful. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.